Hey, what's up guys, I'm with Niner here, and finally doing my Deltarune Omori theory video. This video is kind of just going to be off the cuff. I mean, I might edit stuff, but I just made this slideshow. It's basically a theory talking about how like Deltarune is extremely similar to Omori, and if you're fans of both of them, you probably can realize most of the similarities at face value, but there are some other tiny things that I like found that might be interesting to some people, and I feel like we could actually use this to like predict the direction of Deltarune's like next future chapters, if it's to believe like what Toby Fox said in the past, which I will get into in the next slide. So yeah, this is just like a slideshow. It's nothing crazy, and I'll put this song in the description. It's by Civil Gunner, the GOAT. But anyways, yeah, this is the title slide. So basically, this is some background about how Omocat and Toby Fox have worked on things together, so it's not out of the question that they were inspired from each other. Like Toby Fox got ideas from Omocat, or maybe even if not that they got inspired by each other, but like they just had similar ideas because they're friends or something. I mean, I don't really know exactly if they're friends, but Omocat created Woshua, which was the inspiration in Undertale. Toby Fox created the disc Mary CD, which we're about to look at in a second, and they made a song together called Skies Forever Blue, where Omocat did the visuals and Toby Fox did the music. Pretty good song if you haven't seen it, and some people think it's connected to Deltarune. I think it could be, but we'll have to see. I really like this song though. It's this song called D.OGG, which is a whole other thing in the files, because in chapter 1 there was W, and in chapter 2 there was D, which could be, WD, but I mean, we don't really know. So basically, this is the video. I'll put the link in the comments by this person, Galaxy9. Yeah, basically that second song plays whenever you fight with Noelle against Birdly. So the first one is an Omori. You get it behind a poster in the hobby shop, and it's by Toby Fox and Omori, which, again, Omori was in development technically before Deltarune, but technically Deltarune, we'll get into that in the next slide, but Toby Fox worked on Omori before he technically did Deltarune, because Deltarune didn't come out until 2018, and Omori has been in development since 2014. So basically he used it. It sounds really similar, and it's like, oh, why are these songs connected? Why would he reuse this for Deltarune? I think it's because it's like a holiday connection, like holiday, like it's with Noel holiday, and then it's called Mary CD, and it's really funny because he reuses a bunch of songs in his games and stuff, so it's really cool to see that. But yeah, basically this slide is just basically showing they've worked together, they have history together, so it's not out of the question that they could be inspired or like have similar ideas. The next thing is okay, so Toby Fox tweeted on February 3rd, 2014. I've had a plan for a game, not Undertale, for 2 years, and it seems like someone else is going to make it something very, very similar. So, then, 2 months later, Omocat releases the Omori trailer back in 2014. 2 months later, almost 3. It's really similar, like he's saying someone's going to make something very, very similar. And he's saying that 2 months before it's out. So, again, if they're friends, which I imagine maybe they are, maybe they aren't, but they at least talked or something, I think, because I think this is related. I feel like it has to be related if it's that close. And it's really interesting also because he says very, very similar. Like, why does he talk like that? It's like Gaster. It's like very, very darker yet darker, all that. So it's really interesting that he words it like that. But also the fact that, like, I feel like he has to be referencing Omori. So basically this is like almost an umbrella term. I mean, you can obviously see the similarities here. Friend groups, childhood friends. All the characters don't match exactly, but they're very similar. Similar in story and theme. We got the dangerous mute lunatic with a knife. We have evil woman with heavy weapon, which would be Susie with the axe and Abby with the bat. And also, most people see her as evil and bad, but in reality, she, at least for Susie's case probably, but for Aubrey, has a deep story and like why she acts the way she does. We got the Riz Master older brother, Hero, and Azriel, and like the talk of the town, like everyone loves them. We have a missing/dead older sister, which would be Mari and Des. The older sister is related to an instrument. What we know of Des is that she's related to this guitar, I think it's a guitar or a cello or something. I think it's just called guitar on the website. And then we have small boy or flower boy. Because actually, yeah, Azrael, I just thought of that now. Azrael is connected to flower. Basil's connected to flower. But I'm stuck between... This is where it gets into the fact that they're not directly connected. I don't know, did Noelle kill Des like Sunny killed Mari? Was it Chris's fault? Was it somehow Azriel's fault? I don't know. And another thing with Azriel and Des, again, it's not 100% confirmed, but it's implied in the games, at least in my interpretation. If you don't like this interpretation, sorry, I'm just gonna use this interpretation, but I think that Des and Azriel were at least talking or really close or maybe even dating. From the fact that when you spell out December in the Dark World with Noelle, she talks about how Des has Azriel's jacket on, or like wiping my tears away with Azzy's jacket, and like smells like cinnamon. So that, to me at least, I mean, it could be a stretch to some people. I think that would count as them dating because she has his jacket. So that's why I think they're really close, and it could resemble the Hiro Mari like relationship. But again, like I was saying a second ago, it's hard to like put them directly. Like Sunny is Chris, Aubrey is Susie, Kel is Noelle, maybe. Like I feel like it could work, especially since the fact that like Sunny and Kel are close, Chris and Noelle are close. It's just like I said, it's like an umbrella term. They're not directly related. So this is where it gets into my speculation. I have a theory that it's probably like a really big stretch because I think Noelle's in the code and the files, which I'll get into in a second if you haven't seen that before. I think like Des is just chilling with Gaster in the files somewhere, like in the core, like across space and time or whatever they want to like say it is in canon. But I had a theory that what if Gaster is like the something of Des? Like what if Gaster is like the thing that Noelle sees because she killed her, or like someone sees Gaster, whoever killed her, or like maybe freaking Asgore. I don't know if it was Asgore's fault because he got sent past the the police department. So I don't know, it's just a speculation that like what if Gaster was a something of Des, and how like Mari something is a something of Mari. That would be crazy though, but I don't think they could pull it off the same way as something, unless somehow Des can look like something, because the reason that something works so well to me is like it's like her eye and like the hair. But I don't know, maybe Gaster looks like Des. We've never seen Des, I don't know. So this right here is a little speculation that I'm just gonna put in really quick. I saw a theory, I think it was Spooky Dude and or maybe it was Jaru, I don't know. You know, the big Deltarune game, the Deltarune theorizers. How in Undertale we fall down, and then Flowey had the power to save and load, but then Chris got the power to save and reload when they fell into the underground. So what if Des had that same power, like how Chris can save and load now, but whenever I guess Des went deeper and deeper, which is where also the speculation comes in, she went into the files and got lost and lost the power to save and load. So basically in the files there's where am I? Hello? Anyone? Is anyone out there? Someone, anyone? Can you hear me? It's dark. It's so dark here. Someone, anyone, if you can hear me, say something, please. No one can hear me, can they? I guess not. To be honest, I'm not even sure I can hear myself. It's so quiet. Yet sometimes, I swear I hear something. Something like scratching? So my theory is, Des made a dark yet darker dark world. So it's like how Gaster's always like something darker yet darker. My guess, or my theory, my speculation, is that Des made a dark world in a dark world and went into the game files. That's my speculation, at least for this slide. It's just random speculation. So these are some more like connections that are kind of small things that aren't really, they don't prove anything, but they're really like similar cases. So in the sense of don't forget I'm with you in the dark, it also says don't forget, it's in the toy box. That's definitely not like an exact connection, but it's definitely a similar, it's probably just because the games have similar themes, and I'm sure by the end of Deltarune the themes will be a lot more apparent. Another thing is with Chris and Azriel's room, it's very similar to Hiro and Kel's room, and also Mari and Sunny's room before Mari died. And then also, I have this little note in the middle. Things from real life are inspiration for the dream and dark world. So like in the dark world, they use the objects from their environment to create the dark world, and in Omori, Sunny uses his mind and his past and his imagination from things he's seen in Headspace. So similar in that regard. Also, I like this game from the top right where Chris and Rouse are riding the Swan, and then Omori and Basil drive by. And then there's also this other thing I saw on Twitter that I actually like never knew was a thing. There's this clip. Basically, it's kind of small. I might edit it. Basically, whenever Noelle falls, gets put back. Gosh, you're lucky Des isn't here. Otherwise, you'd be face down in a mouse pile. Sorry, I didn't mean to get so mad. Sure. Okay, we can try again. I don't know, I just felt like that was interesting because I've never seen it before, and it was interesting the way she talks about Des. Gosh, you're lucky Des isn't here. I mean, it could just be her saying it in the fact that, like, oh, Des is gone or Des is missing, or that maybe she's dead. I don't know. We really don't know if she's missing or dead, but my theory is she's in the file and she's in the dark orb, so she's missing. But yeah, we really don't know. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I had to say. But back to who's who in this situation. I feel like it could really be anyone. Like, it's just an umbrella term. So, but I like to like I was saying before. I like to think of Sunny and Chris, Aubrey, Susie, Kel, Noelle, Rouse, Hiro, Azriel, and Des Mari. Because Des Mari is like the most obvious one. It's gonna be interesting to see how we could use maybe the story of Omori to predict where Deltarune might go. I'm really excited to see how Deltarune could tell a story really similar to Omori, because I adore Omori's story. I think it's so good. If it came out to the fact that Noelle killed Des somehow, I think that'd be really interesting. But again, I don't know why I'm saying again, but I don't know if I'd want this to like rehash the same stories of Omori. But like I said, we can use pieces from Omori, maybe see how it's connected, because like obviously the puzzle pieces are already there. Like, you can see the connections, like even just from looking at this slide right here, like you can see the connections of the characters. I think either way we know, like even if we weren't looking at Omori, I feel like either way Deltarune is gonna get a lot more darker, and I'm so excited for it. I really hope it can tell a really good story like Omori, akin to Omori maybe. Because I love Omori, but it's not even like I don't love Deltarune. I love Deltarune so much, it's just not done yet. Like, I just want to know the conclusion and everything. I hope this video was enjoyable. I know I talk fast, so I'm just gonna see how it went. I need to see how fast I was talking. I might make more videos about theories or something, because I feel like I have more to talk about in terms of Deltarune ideas. I have a lot more ideas for Deltarune to go. Like, I think there's definitely a dark order in the church. It's really cool if we got a church scene like Omori, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna end the video. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment if you want me to do another theory, or if you like this video. I don't really know, I'm just trying to see if anyone's really actually interested in this kind of thing. And if you have any ideas of how this could connect to Deltarune, or how Omori could connect to Deltarune, and like how Omori could predict what might happen in Deltarune, then just leave it in the comments and I'll see them. But yeah, see you guys later.